What's up guys, and welcome to this beautiful sunshiny day. I am on my Apex 40 Diamond Drop V2, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a front side 180. Now there's a bunch of trick tips on how to do this with a skateboard deck. So if your board has a decently large kicktail, it's pretty much the same. But the longer the board or the shorter the kicktail, the harder it becomes. So I'm going to teach you how to do it on a longboard with a short kicktail. All right, let's start foot position. For your front foot, I like to have it cockeyed, but not hanging my heel off the board at all. The full foot is on the board, but it's a little bit cocked. And then my back foot, I have more of the weight on the palm of my foot, but it is kind of hanging off the kicktail a little bit. And again, a little bit cocked this way. The main things of this trick is the pop and then the rotation of your shoulders. A lot of people like to hang their heels off the board. I don't like to, because the more your heels are off the board when you initiate the trick, the further your heels are going to be off the board when you land the trick, which does not ensure a safe landing at all. Alright, so I showed you the foot position, now let's talk shoulder position. So the shoulders are a big deal with this trick. So basically, as you're about ready to start doing the trick, I like to give myself a little wind up, bend my knees a little bit, and then before I pop down with my back foot, I start to rotate my shoulders in the direction it's going to go. That way, when I do pop the board, it's already sending the board in that direction. So essentially, same thing with like heel side 180 slide. Your shoulders control your movement and which direction you're going to go. So essentially, it looks really silly, but like this. Now, when I'm kicking down on the trick, the stomp is very, very important. So I like to keep my weight on my front foot, but the second I start to do the trick, I put a lot more weight on this back foot. Basically, the bigger the board, the harder it is going to kick down. So if you put a little bit of your weight on your back foot, it allows it to force it down a little bit quicker. And again, my back foot is usually cockeyed like this a little bit, because if I push down and my foot is curved, the board naturally starts to rotate in that direction. So I want to do as little as work as I need to. The next big thing is landing the trick. Now, if you have a board that has real wheel cutouts like I do, again, make sure you land on the palm of your foot. Ideally, in between the bolts. If you have a longer board like I do, in between the bolts is a sweet spot. But if I do land right here, then I want to make sure I'm on the palm of my foot and not any weight like evenly distributed across my foot, because then I would be touching the wheels. That's really it. Mainly focus on the shoulders. The shoulders, the momentum, the leading factor in doing the trick. And then also make sure your weight stays over the board. You don't want the board to get away from you. So if you find the board getting away from you, lean more forward when you do the trick. That will help you stay over the board. Yeah. So next up is like a trick, well, tricks and styles that I've been working on in my free time. So you guys know that I like to try out other sports. Usually there's a goal of, well, okay, let me put it this way. When people try longboarding, but they have a different background, I find their style to be very unique, right? So my goal when trying other sports is always like, yeah, this is so much fun, I want to do this, but maybe I can take something that I learned here and then figure out a way to add it into my longboarding. So you guys know that I tried flatland scootering video a little bit ago, maybe a few weeks. Anyway, so I was trying to progress with the flatland scootering, and then I started getting ideas more so like flat freestyle skateboarding, but for my longboard. So I was really just fiddling around with it, and I did it in my garage. One, because it was hot, or it was raining, or it was dark outside. But two, because it's in a more confined space, so I have to be way more precise. But anyway, just watch the scooter tricks and then watch the longboard trick. You'll see what I mean. Anyway, it's not a super clean trick, but yeah, I've been really into now like finding different like freestyle skateboard tricks, flat freestyle skateboard tricks, and trying to find ways to do it on my like 40-inch longboard. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. I did work on a few more, but yeah, I might make a whole video about that. I'm not entirely sure. So if you guys want me to, cool. If not, like, that's just been my latest obsession. Yeah, anyway, so now here's some just clips of what the baby shower looked like before, like, you know, to set up stuff. And yeah. This is the nursery, for the most part, pretty much finished. We currently have the car seat in here, but we have like a little baby onesie it's a Baby Yoda onesie for taking him home. It's got the little ears on the hat, and it's super cute. Anyway, that's kind of it. I did have a comment that I forgot to, you know, like look at, but I responded recently, but it was basically just manuals and giving a tutorial on that. I will put a video out on different like tips for manuals, but the manual in itself, like, it's a balance thing, so it's less of like a bunch of, I don't know, it's not, I don't know if I can describe it well, so I'm not gonna try. Anyway, I do have tips to progressing your balance in that area, so that's like the best I can do. So I will put a video out, not next video, but the video after that, just because the next video is likely skating with the Go Beyond the Board tour for Virginia Beach. And that's kind of it. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in another video. Bye.